bumpers and everything work. Yeah, I know.
Can we talk about the fact that they had a raccoon in there?
Ooh, yeah, you don't see Conker every day. Oh, hold up, folks. Hold up. Is that the original seal?
Phoenix Free Channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the GameCube Gambit, the show in which I go out to video game stores, pawn shops, or wherever, look for stuff to flip on Amazon and eBay, and then use my expected profit from the day to buy a GameCube collection from scratch. If you missed the last couple of videos, you can see we've gotten off to a really good start here. I'm gonna create a YouTube playlist on the channel where you can go and view them sequentially. Today I'm heading to a couple of pawn shops and some video game stores in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, and spoiler alert, we get some really solid and exciting finds, so come along for the journey. Let's head there now. All right, ladies and spankelmen, our first stop, TF Games here in Radcliffe, Kentucky. Later on, I don't know if we'll go to some pawn shops or video game stores or what, but this store was awesome last time I was in here, so let's head in. Are you looking for anything in particular today? You know, I'm just kind of browsing at the moment. Definitely going to be checking out some GameCube stuff at some point.
We actually just got some pretty nice stuff for the 64.
Those are the new ones?
These
Ooh. Yeah, you don't see Conker every day. Those are nice. Good condition too.
God, that Conker's is such an amazing condition.
Yeah, that's great to see. I actually never played that when I had a 64 as a kid. Maybe for the best.
I am the great mighty Pooh.
Do you know, is this Fat PS3 the backwards compatible one?
It is not.
Okay, gotcha. Would you mind, could I take a look at this Halo console here? And y'all tested this and everything?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's been factory reset and all that stuff.
Perfect. Well, it's not too bad of a deal on it. I think I will go ahead and do that.
Alright.
As long as the controller's in good shape and everything.
The controller works 100%. It has a couple little scuffs on the side here, but that's pretty much it with the decal.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the bags and all that stuff ready for you.
Perfect.
And would you like a box for this? We have one.
I should be all right. Just, yeah, carrying it out the car. Well, that was quite unexpected. Only bought one item in that store. The game selection, it was good. It's always good. Wasn't able to find anything that was really flip-worthy, but ended up coming away with this beautiful Halo 5 Guardian Bundle Edition Xbox One. And the reason is I got it for just over $300 after my member discount. And check that out. The lowest very good FBA. There are only 3 listings for it in used condition on Amazon right now. It sells fairly fast. $580 after fees.
And I will make you richer.
Now, the lowest listed one is much lower than that, but it's not in very good condition and it's not an FBA. What I'm gonna factor in just to be safe is there's no way that I don't make $100 on this console, so that's what I'm going to factor into our equation, to our budget for GameCube games for the rest of the video. But right now, I'm kind of getting the itch to maybe hit a pawn shop or two. All right, GameCube Gambit stop number 2. Let's build that budget, folks. Hey there. Good. Thought that was a cat for a second. That's amazing. Was this all y'all had, or did you have any older stuff?
Yeah, that's all. Everything. I've got my Xbox here.
Okay. This is the other place I sometimes like to look at if video games don't work out. See if they have any like box sets or like sealed stuff. I don't know a ton about DVDs, but I'll just kind of see if anything catches my eye. Oh, looks, we got some TV seasons down here. Seems kind of like common stuff. This one's sealed. That's somewhat promising, but the prices here are not the best. Okay, can we talk about the fact that they had a raccoon in there? They had a raccoon. It was just crawling around, all up on the chairs and her shoulders and scratching on her face and everything. There's a raccoon in this pawn shop. Normally I'm kind of upset or like disappointed when I'm not able to find any games to flip or anything in a pawn shop, but how can you even be mad? I feel like I've seen it all. All right, next up on the agenda, Dixie Jewelry and Loan. I normally don't stop at jewelry and loan places just because often they don't have games, but the lady in the other store said that there might be some here, so.
I don't know if they still do. Across the street, I know they were dealing with some 360s.
We will see.
Pokemon Switch Lite.
Yeah, the gray one. Is there a charger with it?
Yeah.
Maybe if we plugged it in a little bit. And the loose Switch games there, are they just all different prices or?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's coming up. Well, while I'm waiting on that, could I take a look? What comes in this PlayStation Move bundle?
Looks like the wand and the sensor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, these games, I mean, they're 39, 49, 19, 39.
Yeah, that's about what I figured. Well, while I'm waiting on that, I may just go take a look at like the DVDs or
Yeah, that's fine.
that kind of stuff. If you don't mind, I just kind of want to be able to feel it and
Yeah.
you know, control it and everything.
Charging up for you, right?
Yep.
It's probably charged, but no. Well, now we reset them back to factory. There's no games on them whatsoever.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
I was just wanting to make sure it.
All the bumpers and everything work. Yeah, I know.
Sticky.
Now, the two blue ones are in a little better shape, same price.
Yeah, I would consider that. I'm guessing y'all don't have much wiggle room on that.
No, sir.
Okay. What about on these games?
$8.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So this and this?
I think I can do that, yeah.
All right.
All right, now that was a pawn shop stop. Feeling really good about it. I ended up picking up this Pokemon Switch Lite, which a little bit is full circle because if you guys remember, I don't know how many videos ago it was, but when we were driving through, I think it was Indianapolis, I found one of these, but it wouldn't power on even though I was on the charger forever.
I think I'll probably just end up passing on this guy. Alrighty. Well, thank you for your help anyway.
Had to leave it behind, found this one for $160. I should be able to profit around $60 after fees selling this bad boy. I will need to clean it up. The bumpers were a little bit sticky, and I like when stuff's going out the door for me to be like in really nice condition. So gonna clean that up and should make a nice quick profit on it. But the real deal was he ended up giving me these 4 and actually 5 games for $8, and they were marked at, what would that have been, like about 20. So he really hooked me up. The way that I swung it was, I was like, you probably don't have very much wiggle room on this, right? And he was like, no, we don't.
I'm guessing y'all don't have much wiggle room on that.
No, sir.
Okay.
Pawn shops rarely negotiate a ton on consoles, especially this time of year. So after that, I was like, could you do anything for me on these older games then?
What about on these games?
That's what they called, when I was in, I spent a summer in insurance sales, they would call that the door in the face technique. When somebody rejects an initial offer and you're like, well, could you at least do this then? So that was kind of the technique that I used with this and got me a really solid discount because Family Guy alone, disc only, is like a $20 game. It had the case, but I think there was some black mold in it. So I was like, you guys can just kind of keep that. I'll wipe that off and that'll be like $20.
You son of a...
South Park: The Stick of Truth was randomly inside that case as well, but this thing's pretty dinged up. I don't think it's gonna work. The Sky Crawlers will be like 9 or so after fees. Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2 is like 20 or so after fees as well. And then Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark is like maybe a $12-ish game.
Now go.
So if we go pretty conservative on that stop, we're looking at $110 in profit to add to the budget. And on top of that, I forgot, I didn't even mention this before. This is sort of a bittersweet kind of thing because if you guys remember in the last video, I tried playing Alien Hominid as my like end of the video, like initial impression kind of review, and it didn't work. We picked this up in the last episode, a $70 game, and it would not work.
Well, this, folks, is not a good sign. Looks like I'm gonna be making another trip to Game Exchange.
So we're going to go ahead and exchange this because one of our last stops, actually I think our last stop today will be Game Exchange. So as long as they don't, ironically enough, give us any issues exchanging this game, we will have the initial $100 plus this $110 plus this $70 in credit to spend on GameCube stuff. It's gonna be a great day.
Hooray.
Okay, so Game Exchange was actually closer than I thought. It's going to be our second to last stop rather than last. Time to go see if they take this bad boy back. And also, what their selection is like. So I got this not too long ago, maybe a week or so, and it's just not playing.
Let's take a look at it first. Well, I mean, it's definitely scratched up. Do you mind if I buff it real quick?
Sure.
So this looks like considerably better.
Okay, is there a way to test it?
Yep. If you want to take a look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks nice.
You can always look it up. I've got...
Hey, it's working.
Yeah, I think it just needed a deep buff.
Awesome, well, I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man.
Alrighty, so they fixed it, which is great because it means that we're coming home with a working alien hominid for the collection again, and it also means that we have $210 to spend on other GameCube games if we don't find anything more to flip.
Oh, hold up, folks. Hold up, is that the original seal? Oh, it looks... Oh man, the games inside are actually individually sealed. That's crazy. So this thing is $18, coming up in new condition. New condition on Amazon at $112 after fees. Major come up alert. Major come up alert.
So Game Exchange's policies say that they're supposed to open up sealed stuff when it comes in, so when I am able to find some sealed stuff here, it's always very exciting.
So with the addition of this bad boy, we're at like $300 that we can spend on the GameCube collection. So I'm very interested to take a look at some of their lower dollar GameCube stuff here. Okay, so we got Battle for Volcano Island. Is this one any good? You guys can let me know in the comments if you've played this one. Looks, I mean, the graphics don't look great, but I don't know, maybe I'd pick it up. Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 is interesting. I do like the Star Wars franchise.
Yes,
Falsebound Kingdom. I've never played a Yu-Gi-Oh game before. I was not into it as a kid. We got Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. I'm really looking for complete stuff though if I can. I may have to take a look. Ooh, Monsters Inc. Scream Arena. Kind of an interesting concept. And for $6, is it complete? It is. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pick this one up for $6 for sure. FIFA, I don't really like FIFA. Evo 2, and Hits 03. I'm just not a big sports game guy. But this one for 10, I think I'm just gonna pull the trigger. This is complete as well. I can feel it in there. And you know, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up Incredibles as well because it's $6, Black Label, complete. And I actually played this on the PlayStation 2, I believe, and I think it was decent. And also, let's face it, today, we got a lot of money. Okay, there's another one, $25 here. If it's complete, I'll get it because it looks like $54, probably after fees. Not bad. I think I may actually go ahead and do that Tales of Hearts R as well. That's 80 into 131.
Wow, that was just about as good of a GameCube Gambit stop as we could possibly ask for. Came away with that incredible sealed score, which is like, you know, $100 profit or something. It's so rare that happens at video game stores. So fun. And look at this beefy stack.
I'm dummy thick.
Of GameCube games. Everything from literally $6 to $60. I am really excited about this stuff. We got The Incredibles, we got Monsters Inc., and I think almost all of these are complete. Yeah, Volcano Island for 10, Alien Hominid, feels like we're getting it again even though, you know, we already had it. Mega Man X Command Mission. I played Mega Man like Legacy Collection on the PS2 and had a lot of fun with it, so wow, this, I'm looking at the back of it now, it does not look at all like what I'm used to in a Mega Man game. It looks like 3D. Kind of weird, but complete for $55 is not a bad deal. Digimon 4, I'm very intrigued by. I've never played, it's not complete unfortunately, but I've never played a Digimon game, even though I'm very intrigued by the franchise. And look at this, they all have swords. So this one's going to be high on my list to potentially test out tonight and give my first impressions on. And then Phantasy Star Online, we spent $60 on, because honestly, I'm just like, I don't think it's going to be normal that we have this much money to spend. Technically, we do still have like $80 in the budget for our last stop of the day, but I'm also gonna be keeping my eye out for stuff to flip, so let's get over there. All right, folks, TF Games number 2, last stop of the day. Time to find out what kind of video games they have. I'm honestly mostly gonna be looking for GameCube stuff. I don't think I'm gonna poke around a ton for stuff to flip, just because I'm honestly kind of tired. It's been a long day. I've done a lot of filming today, but let's get in there and see what they have. I almost just walked into this brick thing. You know, I'm mostly looking for GameCube stuff. Ooh, I definitely played my share of backyard sports games, mostly backyard baseball when I was a kid. Ooh, I would be interested in Batman Dark Tomorrow if it was complete. That's one that I would like to try eventually. Yeah, really not seeing a great selection here at all. Definitely not of complete stuff. Is this one? Nope, that one's not original case either. Well, shoot, folks. I don't know if there's actually a single complete game here that I actually really want. That one's not original either. Okay, yeah. Look at that. A couple of $60 figures. Mega Man and Super Monkey Ball. That looks super old and super cool. Ooh, they do have that Mario Sunshine up there for $78, which we don't have yet, but honestly, that's a little bit higher than it's normally going for, so I couldn't really feel good about purchasing that. I have to say, it's great to see, I was just talking with the owner a little bit and complimenting him, it's great to see such an awesome selection of retro stuff. So many video game stores really kind of struggle to keep this stuff in stock, and it's just great to see like some packed shelves of retro Nintendo stuff, especially because, I mean, they've got a lot of stuff still in box, which even like some of it, it's not that high end, some of it is high end, and some of the titles actually up here are like pretty darn good. It's just, it's cool to look through. So this one is actually interesting. It'd be $54 with my member discount. Even on eBay it's going for like $80 or $90 complete, and on Amazon I think I could actually get more, so this one may have to be a buy for me. Well, status update, it's dark now. Because I actually spent a lot of time in there, not as much scanning games, but talking to Rick, the owner of TF Games here, who I hadn't met before. I dealt with someone else last time I was here. As it turns out, the last time I was here, I obviously mentioned the store and was complimentary because I really liked it. And apparently since then, they've had like, you know, 10 or 15 people in there saying, hey, I saw you on Phoenix Resale. And so he was like, hey, yeah, I'm aware of your channel and what kind of stuff do you look for and all that. And that just made me really happy. One, because I love it that you guys who are in the area will actually go to the places that I've gone to after seeing it. That's just really cool, and I love being able to bring business to places like this with the channel. And also, it's just great to see a similarly minded business owner who is open to cooperation rather than just seeing all resellers as like competition, because that's lame. I agree. But anyways, I ended up buying 10 PlayStation 3 cameras from him in addition to this complete Ultimate Muscle game. Sorry, the actual title is Galactic Wrestling. But yeah, I know I said that I wasn't going to get a whole bunch of stuff to flip at this stop and instead look for GameCube games. I don't think I'm gonna poke around a ton for stuff to flip just because I'm honestly kind of tired. It's been a long day. Unfortunately, their GameCube selection at this point in time didn't have much to offer our collection, but it was really cool to, one, be able to work out a cool semi-bulk deal for stuff with a game store owner, and also just make another business connection, which may end up panning out in the future. But right now, it's time to get home. First of all, get to bed because I'm really tired, but tomorrow, test out one of these bad boys and give a quick review. All right, so now that we finally have some daylight again and have this lovely fallish background that my wife set up on this table, we can actually take a look at everything that we got today in our pickups. We've got Tales of Hearts, our Family Guy, Skycrawlers, Call of Duty, Transformers, and the gem of the day, $18 for the sealed Medal of Honor collection. Then we got not one, not two, but 7 new games for the collection. And before we hop into one of those, I just want to say that if you are a new video game reseller, or you're just looking to dive more into the world of video game reselling, I've got a Discord group specifically designed for that purpose called Level Up Leads, where I'm going to be posting all of these titles for people to be looking out for at their own pawn shops and video game stores. And it's just a place where a bunch of like-minded resellers will collaborate and bounce ideas off of each other, ask questions, buy and sell stuff to each other, share memes, all kinds of shenanigans, and the first couple weeks are totally free because I don't want anybody ever feeling like they spent money on something that didn't end up being worth it. So the link to that is down below as always. Oh, and look at this. I just realized that my wife just took away a whole bunch of the stuff that was on these shelves to go put in her new office for the clerkship that she just started. So congrats, Erica, on that, by the way.
Congratulations!
And it means that we have so much more space now for the GameCube Gambit collection. So why don't we maybe go ahead and put this guy up here as like the other, we'll just keep that law book right there. Bring these guys down, and then, oh my gosh, did our collection just like almost double in size? That is so satisfying. Oh, you gotta love that. This is how the GameCube collection was always meant to look. It was an alien hominid after all. It was the GameCube. Which doesn't even really make sense because it worked with Pac-Man. That's very upsetting. So what I'm gonna have to do is just, first of all, try all these other games that we got and see if I can get any of them to actually work. And second of all, in the next episode, we're going to have to take this GameCube back to Game Exchange and switch it out for one that actually reads discs. All right, come on now. Mega Man X, big money, big money. Tigger! Okay, so update, I just realized that at this point on startup, when I restart it and it loads, the disc isn't even spinning. Bruh. So I'm guessing that means like there's some sort of an error that has happened between last time and this time with the disk drive. I don't know, I mean, maybe I'll look up and see if there are any quick fixes, but I don't really want to have to take this thing apart. I mean, I shouldn't have to after buying it from a video game store. So unfortunately, folks, I think that means that for this one, I'm not going to be able to actually do a first impressions review of a game. I may try to sneak 2 in next time to try to make up for it. A little bit of a disappointing end to this episode of the GameCube Gambit, but unfortunately, the moral of the story, I guess, is that when you're building a collection, sometimes there are unexpected setbacks. That's dumb. There doesn't need to be a moral for game hunting. Anyways, I'm really happy still with the titles that we picked up, and I'm excited to try them out in the future, but I guess we're both going to have to wait in suspense for that day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will catch you all on the flip.